You've probably seen what's been going on with Lady GaGa. Really, I mean, I couldn't believe this when I saw this story yesterday. She's offered a reward of $500,000 for the return of her 2 French bulldogs, Koji and Gustave, after they were stolen by gunmen who shot her dog walker, Ryan Fisher. Shot them, I think 3 or 4 times for the dogs.
Oh, my gosh.
And I think the thing... I mean, if you're not a dog lover, I mean, let's move on from the shooting, which is just so shocking, I can't even think about it. But that amount of money, a lot of people are talking, I've seen on the telly and stuff, to $500,000. But I think when you love something, some human being, you will, at the point you think you've lost them, you would give everything you own, don't you? I lost Chi-Chi the other day in the park. I was the panic in me. I really thought I wasn't going to get her back, although she is so lovely. Yeah, just that fear.
Our pets are our babies, so the notion of anyone with pets not understanding how much we love them just seems strange. But I don't have a problem losing my pets. They're quite obedient. They stay by my side and we're all right. The kids, oh my God, I lose them all the time, and they just don't listen to me. And it is that sweat, that immediate, you just like get hot and flustered and you think, that's it, I've done it. Because you hear of all these awful stories and you just, your heart sinks for parents because you think it could easily have been me. I can't tell you the amount of times I've been in Tesco. And do you know what it was? When Zach was little, because he was my first, I kept forgetting in places anyway. Do you know what I mean? You'd walk around with a pram and then you'd stop, look at something and then forget to take the pram with you.
That.
Because I never had a pram before. So that happened a lot. But as he got older, there was one time when we were in Tesco and he was right next to me. I'd reached out to grab something, fruit or whatever, to put in the trolley, put it in the trolley, went to hold his hand again, and you know you do that thing where you go, and they're not there. And you're like, oh, my God, I've done it. I've finally lost him. And I remember telling him to shut all the doors. I was screaming at people. And because I was made such a fuss, what he'd done is hid under a clothes rail because he thought it'd be hilarious. But when he saw me crying and panicking and making a fuss, he stayed there thinking, I'm in big trouble if I come out. So for like 25 minutes, I was literally the worst feeling in the world.
I remember you saying about... Do you remember... I'm asking you if you remember your story, but I remember you saying it to me a while ago about the Norfolk Broads, when you went on that boat.
Oh, my God, yeah, when I hired a boat, so I thought, let's go on an adventure. And the bedroom, obviously, was next to a door that leads to the outside of the boat. Put Zachy down to sleep. He was only about 2 or 3. Locked the door to the outside of the boat, obviously. Went in and he just wasn't on the bed, and I thought, how has he unlocked the door? What have I done? I'm going to have to fish. Like, I'm going to have to get, like, some snorkel. Honestly, my mind went to, like, the darkest places of all time. And he'd fallen off the bed in his sleep and rolled under it, and that's where he was in the end. But
that fear is like nothing else, isn't it?
It is. It's that your stomach drops. You know, I haven't lost any of my children, but they've not been where I thought they would be. And
that's kind of lost.
Yeah, kind of lost.
They're not where I put them.
Turns up late and stuff.
You just
misplaced them. But I remember when I was young... Yeah, kind of. I remember when I was young, and it sticks out in my head, and I lost my mum in Wrigley Market. And for those who are West Indian know that Wrigley Market is like the black market, right? And I lost my mum. And back in the days, 80s, you could leave the kids outside the pub and you'd go where you want. So she lost me in the market. Now, I'm looking for my mum, who was a black woman with a curly perm and a Mac. I was in the blackest market ever. I turned around and everybody had a curly perm and a Mac. I was like, where's my mum at? Where's my mum? She finally found me, and, yeah, I won't even tell you what happened at the end, but I never got lost again. Just leave it that way.
And Kay, are you a loser?
Oh, I'm a total loser. Oh, God, yeah, I've done it. I mean, and Stacey, you're so right. That feeling is like no other feeling on earth. That you think you've lost them. It actually happened to me once in Bangkok, of all places. You know these long sort of tunnels, the plastic tunnels the kids crawl through?
Gosh.
Well, it was like in a shopping centre or whatever, so I put Charlie in at one end, and then I was going along to get her at the other end, and she didn't come out, she didn't come out, she didn't come out.
There's only one way.
And honestly, you lose control. I was screaming like a banshee. Charlie! And she decided she didn't like it, and she just backed out, and she was wandering around. I didn't recover for days. I did not recover for days.
And you can't make any sense, can you? Like, if you were another mum watching on, she goes, oh, she probably just backed out that way, but you lose your mind.